Well, hi guys. It's Jason with Smoking Eagles Rod Shop, coming to you again from my home shop here in Napanee, Indiana. We got a bunch of parts in the mail from the O Summit, and man, I think I got everything I need to finish up the hoses. I had to rebuy some different hoses made out of the PTFE stuff instead of the screw together rubber clamp, and then I also got a cable for the shifter. So in theory, I should have everything sitting right there to finish up the cables in the car and finish up the hoses, which would be exciting because that would mean we are down to just wiring and adding fluids, and that's gonna be really exciting. So it's been really cold lately. It's been hard to get any kind of work out here done. This garage is not insulated the greatest. It's not like HQ where you know, we got heaters and such. So I think we're gonna just jump on it and get all this stuff done today. Get down to wiring. That's my goal for this video, is to have the hoses completely 100% buttoned up, have the cable on for the shifter. I should be able to finish the fuel lines in the bed. I should be able to finish the fuel lines up in the bay yet. And yeah, so I'm just gonna set you up on some time lapse and we're gonna get to it. I'll bring you in if I find anything fun or interesting. I'm sure there'll be at least something. So yeah, let's get to it. Time lapse, guys. Okay guys, so that's what I did. I did a pair of just over 90, so they're 120s. They come down, the pump hits the filter, and then they both just tuck around in that corner, and you know, down through the down into the hard lines they go. That's kind of what I had envisioned, just tucked up against the front here, up out of the way. And I think I can throw, like, you know, a hose clamp on there. Throw a hose clamp on there, and then that one's going to be tucked right up in there where it needs to be. And then, you know, everything's going to stay nice and tight up out of the way. Nothing to get snagged on. I also put my bungs on my 2/8 on the back and the one on the top. I also have a bung for the breather, because when I run E85, there's a tip over valve there, but that's a breather. When you run E85, you don't want to expose it to oxygen. So when you get ready to, like, go home at night, you just pull the breather off and you throw the bung on there, and then it seals it up, and you don't get no air exposure to E85. E85 doesn't suck any water out of the atmosphere. So that's a pretty cool little thing right there. So that's going to complete back here, and now we can move up to the 2 lines up here. So that's what I'm going to be getting to, guys. Are these 2 lines next, so I'll get you on time lapse and we can get going. So that's them, guys. They tuck in there real nice. I kind of like that. I think they'll be safe. I like how that fits. So I basically have a pump in the back. It's going to pump up through here. It's going to pump through the filter. It's going to go into this tank, and then it's going to be coming out of here back to that tank. And meanwhile, this pump is going to be pumping up to my TBI and being pressure regulated. So just this little bitty piece from here down to here is going to be high pressure. Everything else is going to be low pressure, and that should keep the fuel from getting beat up too much, and it should also keep this pump in fuel at all times. And that's going to be a really cool fuel system that's now 100% complete on the fuel system. I think we're going to jump over here to this guy real quick and get some hoses on this guy and get them down to this power steering and to this pump. I did get different hoses for those, so hold on 1 second and I'll get those on, and I'll show them to you. Well, those didn't take very long. I guess I measured right the first time. I knew this big 10 AN was going to have to snake in here. I'll probably put a piece of heat shield on this just to, you know, save me from fire. But yeah, power from there, that came out real nice. This one came out real nice. I think it'll tuck down a little further once it gets warmed up once or twice. But yeah, that kind of keeps all that right up out of the way. Right up over there. And yeah, let's get on. You know, I got the same lines. Gonna be the same story kind of down here for the transcooler. I do have to change some fittings. So gosh, I don't want to. It's really cold, but I'm gonna have to set you up on time lapse, and I'm gonna have to get the light on and worm around under this car. I know that's your favorite. It's not mine. So here we go. Okay guys, so I got the Durell cooler switched to 6s, and I also switched the transmission to 6s, ANs, and then these are some pre-made PTFE 6 ANs. They tuck in there real nice. Those things are stiff. I'm sure I'll probably have to zip tie those up, but yeah, that's done now. So transmission is ready for fluid, fuel system's ready for fluid, steering is ready for fluid, oil system's ready for fluids, radiator system, I still have some clamps to put on, and a radiator cap. So let's get the coolant system buttoned up, and that'll be the last of the hoses. Well, it's really cold out here. I think my phone might have died during that time lapse of putting the radiator clamps on. I have to get a new set of clamps. These are just too small, but I could use the bottom ones for the top ones. I did put my radiator cap on, so the radiator hoses are on. I need to put 2 clamps down on that bottom one. That's a real pain to get in, but I got it in. I had to use an adapter on this end down here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's an adapter right there because the radiator is 1.5 inches and the hose is 1 3/4 inches. So there's a little adapter to make those two work together. I just need a bigger set of clamps for those two down there. I also stuck my oil dipstick in. I think I can finish that up once I get the headers on. But yeah, guys, I am 2 hose clamps away from having all the hoses on the engine. Man alive, that's taken a minute. Took some redos of some hoses. But yeah, I guess we're there. So, I'll have to order 2 new clamps, but other than that, what's left on the pile of stuff back here to do? I did get a longer cable. I got an 8-foot cable. So, yeah, let's get the shifter cable put in. I already kind of jumped in here and kind of looked at it, but I'll get you guys set up on time lapse and we'll get the shifter cable in, and then that'll button up the cables because I got the throttle cable already done, and then the shifter cable will be done. The brakes are connected, so that'll be we'll be down to wires very shortly. So yeah, let's get that cable in and see if we can't complete that task and get down to wires. So yeah, time lapse, guys. Back to it. Well, guys, that wasn't too bad. Probably would have been easier if I took that out of there, but I just kind of pulled the cover off and got it in there. Got the cable down through the hole, and yeah, now we can jump under the car and actually connect it to the transmission. So I better get those instructions out and start reading them up again. What do you think? Let's get down under the car and figure this out. So guys, let me show you what we got going on here. So what it says to do, it says to put the car in drive and then get it so that pin fits just in there, and then select go through all the gears. So it's down in first right now. And if we come down here, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but you can see that like in first gear, it still just slides right in and out. I checked that in all the gears, and now all I got left to do is to find this little cotter key and put this guy in behind there, and transmission's done, guys. I think that's gonna be it for the day. We buttoned up a lot of things that were open. We got all the hoses ran. We now have the shifter hooked up. The throttle's hooked up. Well, that was already hooked up, but the power steering's back hooked up. The fuel system is completely connected. The transmission cooler down there is 100% connected now. And yeah, I'm just waiting on 2 clamps for there. I even got my radiator cap. I even got my shiny little dipstick to go down in there. Yeah, guys, what a win. Got a lot done. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the wind is absolutely howling outside. Here, let me see if I can just be quiet for a second and see if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's cold. That concrete's cold. That little bit of blanket that I used to roll around on the floor with, it's not saving me. I got a lot done, so I think I'm just gonna call it a day, guys. Oh, guys, what a good day in the shop. It feels nice to check a lot of boxes off and get a lot of completions. I know I still got that that pesky radiator clamp. You know, I just got the wrong size. They'll make more. So get that radiator clamp get a pair of radiator clamps for that bottom radiator hose, and all the hoses are done. All the hoses are done. That is huge. The shifter cable is done. It is in there. That is huge for me. Yeah, at this point, it's wiring. It's wiring and starting to fill it up with fuels and filled up with fluids. You know, get some E85 for it. Get my break-in oil. Get my coolant for the radiator. Yeah, start getting it filled up with fluids. Start wiring. Man, what a bunch of progress today, guys. I'm stoked on it. It's absolutely freezing out here. I am absolutely chilled to the bone. This December and January have been colder than normal around here. Normally this place, this back garage, it's warm enough that it doesn't freeze in here, but that's it. And on days like today, the concrete is just radiating cold. I mean, if you have to lay on it, it just soaks right into you. But there'll be warmer days soon, and there'll be burnouts to do then, and I won't want to be worming around on the floor anyway. So yeah, we're getting super close, guys. I hope you're half as excited as I am right now. I feel like I can finally see the finish line from here. So I have the ECU and the wiring harness. You know, the first thing I like to do is to strip that wiring harness down, so that's what I'm going to get to. But yeah, I'm just going to soak it in and enjoy the wins that I had today. That transmission, that shifter is going to be cool. That was a big issue I had with the car previous. That fuel system is going to be just, that's going to be perfect for the burnout. I think it looks good in there too. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy with how everything came out. Everything kind of came out as good, if not better, than I had planned, other than that pesky clamp. But they make more of those. They have them at Summit every day. I think I've had enough for this episode. I'm freezing. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to get warmed up. I'm going to get this video edited and sent over to Dustin. Man, I don't know if you've seen the news about Carmen, but woo, it's going to be a fun summer, guys. It's going to be a fun summer. Yeah, I can't wait. The El Camino is going to a new level with the LS, and looks like Carmen is too. So, so yeah. Thanks for following along. You guys give me a lot of motivation to get out here and get this stuff done. I'd love to hear about projects you're working on down in the comments below. You know, it's fun to talk to others about what they're up to. So if you feel like it, leave me a comment down below. You know, maybe some words of encouragement. Maybe a hey Jason, clean your shop. It looks like a mess again. My shop's a mess, guys. Well, I'm just rambling because I'm half frostbite and about to just lose it. So yeah, let's get out of here. Next time, guys. Oh, freezing. So cold.